All right, LDBC. This is your boy, Coach Sheldon Harrison. You're live on the Coach Sheldon Harrison Combat Sports Show live. Okay, folks. I woke up this morning and I actually saw the story of a young Micheal Carter, and she coerced her boyfriend into actually killing himself. This 18-year-old girl, she basically talked this dude into killing himself. And I'm gonna be honest, when I first heard the story, I'm like, oh, okay. So somebody just said they want to kill themselves, and she just said, okay, we'll do it. See, I thought it was something like she did it real quick. No, man, when I really read up on the story, to come to find out, she did this in a series of weeks, man. And I'm talking about daily, constantly, telling this guy, when are you gonna do it? When are you gonna do it? And you know what, man? This society, this generation, is just evil, man. Straight up, man, evil. And it's like the older we get, it's like the more evil that this society gets, man. And you shaking your head, man. I mean, the stuff with the police. I mean, you got people, God almighty, man. This society getting evil, man. And then you got these young kids, man, these young girls, man, that's doing just crazy things with these kids that they having, that they don't mean to have out of wedlock. This society is getting evil, man. It's getting real, real evil. But I want to really talk about this because, when you deal with children, man, and when a child, man, anybody that I serve, and I serve kids, I don't coach them, I serve them. And I'm going to be honest, man, when one of those kids, they lose their life, when it's not, even if it's not my fault, it doesn't matter, a piece of you die. And this boy that killed himself, he had psychological issues, but there was help. And guys, when I really read through the text messages that she sent, and I left the link in the description box, this girl sent these text messages, man, and it's like she showed no regard for this dude, man, none whatsoever. She treated him as a pleasure, and the pleasure was him killing himself, and she was gonna get pleasure out of him taking his own life. That's what she was gonna get, that pleasure. And I'm like, all right, man, you gotta be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. But no, man, that's what she did, And what's funny about it, man, well, no, there's nothing funny about it, is that you got a lot of people supporting this girl, that she shouldn't be doing jail time. It's his fault he wanted to kill himself. See, I disagree with that. Especially if you're dealing with somebody who's mentally unstable, who's very mentally unstable in the first place. Because if you want to off yourself, then definitely you have a chemical imbalance in your brain. And this is the one person that he felt comfortable talking to. And this is the one person that he had left that he could please. Literally, because when you get to a person that want to kill themselves, they've literally nothing is going good. Okay, they don't have anybody that they can trust. They just want to do it. And this kid had been thinking this for a long time, but he messed up and told her. And I'm gonna give you one sick part, the sickest part of this, man, the really sickest part of this whole thing. When one day this kid texted this girl, he texted her and asked her how was her day going, and she said she didn't even say good or bad. She just said, "Are you gonna do it or not?" And I'm sitting there, are you serious? The guy just, she was rushing the process. Are you gonna do it or not? Are you gonna do it? And he was like, well, I was just asking how your day was, And so finally she said, well, my day was good. How was yours? And he said, actually, I had a great day today at work. And, I just went to work. And, she got upset by that. She got upset and was like, so you're not gonna answer my original question. Are you gonna do it? And I'm sitting here are you serious? The guy is screaming for help. This kid didn't want to do it. And guys, I don't care what color these people are. Listen, just stop for a minute, okay? Stop for a minute. Somebody, what if it was your son, your daughter? What if it was your son, your daughter, your niece? What if it was one of them and they had a significant other that was telling them, and you cared about this person to person, you cared about them. And they told them to go do it. And you didn't even know there was a problem. And I'm sure this boy parents, I'm sure his parents, they up late at night, they probably wondering, what did they do? What did they do? They felt like they were good parents. They felt like they provided a good home. They felt like they did everything they could for him. And then you wake up one day and you get the report, you got a sheriff coming to your house. Let me tell you something. You never want that feeling. You never want that feeling. I was like a dad to a kid named Travis Davis. I was like a dad to him. And when the sheriff came to my house, because the mom respected me that much, she said, listen, you got to go by Coach's house. You got to, because if you don't, you know, I can't have him. I can't tell him. The mom couldn't even bring herself to tell me. And that morning, it was a cold morning, man. That sheriff came to my door. And I tell you, man, it was the worst feeling in the world to know. So if you guys don't have that feeling, or you lose a child or somebody who's there, then you just don't know. But this kid was having a good day, and she completely went in and just told him, you still need to kill yourself. Unbelievable. But I'm going to tell you what's more unbelievable and what's more evil. You really want to know how evil? So now you got people that's supporting her saying she shouldn't be doing jail time. It's a freedom of speech. It's a freedom of speech. She shouldn't be doing jail time. No. No. And, you know, 15 months, that's it. I think this girl need to be doing some serious time. Because this kid really needed help. You can tell by some of the messages. And he really didn't want to do it, man. The kid started second guessing it. But she pretty much confirmed no. And I'm going to tell you what else. The guy said he was about to do it one time. And he said he saw Jesus. Then he said, well, I thought I saw somebody that looked like Jesus. Let me tell y'all. I'm going to tell y'all something right now. For those of y'all, you ain't religious, I'm just telling, look, I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all. I believe, okay? I think everybody going to see him when they die. Everybody. Whether you get to be with him or not, I don't know. That's on you, okay? But I'm just saying, I think the guy really did see, okay, who he thought he saw. And that was Jesus telling him, Yahshua, look, don't do this. Don't do this. But he ignored that. He ignored that warning and listened to this devil. And that's what she is. She's a devil. Straight up devil. This girl don't even look like she got a kind word in her heart. And I guarantee you, if you go back and look at some of her school records, I bet you if I could ever interview some of her teachers, I guarantee you that they would tell me that this girl was probably hell at school. Probably. But see, you guys want to know what the thing about it is, though? You got so many people. They even got a GoFundMe, man, for this girl. A GoFundMe that's raising a lot of money. But see, go and look at Facebook and look at this article. Look at the comments on Facebook. You got so many sick people, man. And I'm just going to, you know what? You got so many sick people, man. Sick people that support this. That say this girl shouldn't be jailed. She didn't do anything wrong. Really? Evil. A bunch of evil devils that support this girl. But see, people want to, blackball Colin Kaepernick. Say that, Colin Kaepernick is a devil. They want to say that because the man just took a knee. All Kaepernick did was take a knee. He didn't do anything. Out of all the people that you see on the screen, Colin Kaepernick is the guy that's probably getting the most hate. He's getting the most hate from people. This guy getting hate mail. People talking about they're going to find him. When they see him, they're going to kill him. I mean, this guy is getting a lot of hate mail, and this guy ain't killed nobody. But this girl getting a lot of support. A lot of support. For what? And this girl coerced a mentally unstable 18-year-old boy to off himself. Okay. This society is evil, guys. We can't even start shaking our head. And, dog fighting, I like dogs. And so I was one of the people, no, I wasn't too happy about Michael Vick making them dogs fight each other because some of them dogs, man, they look terrible. But in this society, though, animal lives count more than human lives. I can tell you that now. See, this is to all the people that's so, righteous. This to y'all, okay? Let me ask y'all something. When you see a dude like this, okay? When you see this guy, and I'm going to show you this guy. When you see a guy like this, okay, you see these dudes with these antlers on their head and they go into the woods and they shoot these deer in the head. And if the deer, they shoot them in the body and the deer don't quite die, they got to go in there, put the gun to the deer head and blow the deer brains out. Or, when they duck hunt, y'all know these type guys? When they go duck hunting and if the duck isn't dead, you know what they do? They send the dog to go get it. And what the dog will do, he'll take the duck and maul the duck. I'm talking about maul the duck and beat the duck into death. I'm talking about put the duck in his jaws and shake his head very rapidly, breaking the duck's neck if the duck ain't dead. But these animal rights activists don't say nothing about that, okay? And you know, somebody even told me, well, dogs are not a food source. You can eat a duck. So that was the excuse for animal cruelty to these ducks. I mean, I don't know. But you know, see, what happens is the propaganda, man, is not for guys like the guy with the antler sticking out his head. It's not for him. See, we want to villainize. I mean, animal cruelty to me is animal cruelty. Animal cruelty, but they should, instead of calling it animal cruelty, they should call it just dog and cat cruelty. That's what they need to do. Don't call it animal cruelty, because all animals, just like y'all try to say all lives matter, don't all animals matter? Don't all animals matter? See, I have to look at this. And then this girl right here is sick. Shayla Rudolph. Y'all remember I did a video about her when she taped her son to the wall? That girl don't need to have kids. I'm sorry. It was sick. But she did jail time for that. She ain't beat the kid. She taped him to the wall. And that is a form of child abuse. But I'm sorry. What Shayla Rudolph did and what this girl up here, Micheal Carter, did, what she did, I'm sorry. This girl up here in the upper hand corner, the left hand corner, she need to do a lot of jail time. See, all the people on the screen, Colin Kaepernick committed no crime whatsoever. Vick, he fought dogs, which, you know, I'm not too crazy about that either. And Shayla Rudolph, she take the kid to the door. I'm definitely not crazy about that, especially when you're hurting children. I can't, there is no coming back when you hurt a child. But literally, look at what they did and look at, you know, how they get treated. Look at how these people get treated. This girl literally convinced this boy. And people are going to say, well, you know, he's stupid. Why did he do it? Because he's mentally unstable. His mental health ain't there. And you can't say he's stupid. He's not. It's just he's mentally unfit. You know what mentally unfit means? That means that you can't make a rational decision by yourself. You cannot. And you're easily influenced, okay? When you're mentally unstable, you are. See, I don't think people understand mental health. Because if they do, you wouldn't call the dude stupid. But I understand it fully, 100. And I tell y'all now, they're gonna be people that's gonna prove my point. They're gonna be a lot of people, and I'm gonna see how many people come to this video and prove my point. They will. They'll come to this video and they will actually support what this girl did. They'll say she didn't do nothing wrong. They'll say she didn't do anything wrong. Wow. The double standard in this particular country is crazy. I told y'all, man. We dealing with a lot of evil people. And the people that support this girl, that say she ain't do nothing wrong, that say she shouldn't be in jail, no punishment, they evil too. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. I'm done. What are you waiting on? Subscribe.